Way to tell, editing, writing, translation, they do it all. The online platform connects you to the best wordsmith for your needs and allows you to get help in any language of your choice. And the company encourages writers to write both in English and the indigenous languages. Well, now to talk about how they do it, we're very pleased to be joined in studio by EditA founder, Miss Mignonette Fair. Mignonette, a very good morning to you. Happy Women's Month.
Thank you. Same to you. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much for joining us. So, Mignonette, tell us all about how EditA was actually born.
So EditA came from a solid translation, writing and proofreading business, and we realized that people need great copy in great turnaround times. Yeah. And you know, the industry is, they need it yesterday. Yeah. So that's what we are doing. We are filling a need for people who need amazing copy in all the languages that their heart could desire. Mm-hmm. and we do it in awesome turnaround times and at great prices.
So why is it important though to tell those stories in our indigenous languages, Mignonette?
There's a quote by President Nelson Mandela that I just love, and it says that if you speak to someone in a language they understand, you speak to their head.
Absolutely.
And if you speak to them in their language, you speak to their heart. Mm-hmm. And that's always been for me. You speak to people, you speak to their hearts when you speak in their languages. And that's why we offer all our services in all the South African languages, as well as European and Asian languages.
Oh, wow, really? So how does EditA actually help those people that want to tell those indigenous stories in their indigenous languages?
Yes. So we offer writing, proofreading, translation, interpreting services in all of those languages. And we encourage writers as well as translators and anyone really that wants to get into the industry to contact us, because we believe that those stories need to be told.
Absolutely.
And I honestly believe that you can't make a story shine brighter than in your language.
Absolutely, yeah.
Even if you translate it, there will always be something missing. So that's how we help people. We connect them to the best person for their needs, and yes, and then they get going.
Mignonette, everybody's saying, I mean, in the country we do have 11 official languages, but a lot of people are saying, is it still important to write in your different indigenous languages, in particular writing, because we know that a lot of people don't even do a lot of reading, so to say.
Yes. So in terms of that, I still believe that it is important to tell stories in our indigenous languages. And yes, business might have moved a little bit to the English, but I mean, how many people in South Africa, their first language is English? There aren't many.
Not really.
And how do you get your story across and your business's story across if you are not connecting with people? And if they do not understand what you are selling, if they do not understand what you are trying to communicate to them. And I do believe that is why it is important to keep on telling our stories in all of our languages.
All right, now Mignonette, tell us how the whole process, or when one joins EditA, what would happen? Say, I want to come through, I'm an aspiring writer, and I want to join you guys. What do I need to do? What do I need to get? Give us the whole shebang.
So that's very easy. You just go to our website, which is edita.online. You fill in a quick little form, tell us in, I think it's 100 characters or less, because we don't like long-worded people.
And you are editors.
Yes, yes. And you tell us about you and what you'd like to write about, and it's as simple as that. Then as soon as we get business that matches your profile, we connect you with those people, and whether it's translation or writing or proofreading, it's as easy as that.
Let's talk about cost, Mignonette. A lot of people might be saying, how much is this going to cost me, and the time, and you know, how much time will I need to spend in order for me to get, say, a book across?
So a book is a little bit difficult because obviously there's a lot of work that goes into that. But we do have some of the best turnaround times in the industry. So our shortest turnaround time is 3 hours. So that would be for business plans or shorter documents.
Wow!
Yes.
My goodness, you know, Mignonette, there was actually this thing. I think with the human the consumer rights, they were saying that even contracts need to be in a language that the people understand, because people are just signing away things that they don't do. So is this what you're saying you're venturing into? We're going to get Zulu contracts when we're signing up for Vodacom contracts now?
Yes, absolutely. Our clients include insurers and everyone that realize that they need to have their contracts in different languages. So we even have insurers that are contacting us to translate their and proofread their contracts.
So companies, organizations can also call EditA, which is spelled ED, edit with an A, not the OR. We need to to point that out.
Yes.
So they can contact you. Tell us, give us all that information on how they can get hold of your details.
Awesome. So our website is edita.online, edita.online, and email is admin@edita.online.
All right.
And we're on Facebook and Twitter and all the other.
And you're running your courses throughout the year. Is there a certain time that you're saying, okay, fine, we've got enough writers and editors now, we can't?
Never.
So anybody's welcome at any time.
Everyone's welcome at any time.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
So
but I just want you to say one thing. I want you to give a message to writers out there that are not considering writing in their own languages, preferably because of the barriers that we hear about when one wants to write, in particular with an indigenous language.
So I think for the writers, for me, tell your story. No one else can tell your story the way that you can.
True.
And tell it in your language, because I believe then it will shine brightly.
Absolutely.
So just do it.
All right. Well, that was EditA founder Miss Mignonette Fair talking to us about the importance of telling a story in a different language or your own preferred language. Go out there. You heard the details. Go out on Facebook and check them out. I definitely want to write a story, and I'm going to put it in Zulu, Mignonette.
Yes.
And I hope you can assist me there.
I'd love to read it.